Welcome back to HL Restorations, Impacting Midwest Industries. Today, we have Chuck Haren with Haren Companies. Welcome, Chuck.
Thanks, Steve. Good to be here.
How you been, man?
I'm good.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got to come in the studio.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's my pleasure. Chuck, when did you get started with Haren Companies, and kind of what do you do for them?
Sure. So I got started in 2004. I turned 18 and I could get on the insurance,
Yeah.
So I did job site cleanup, and I worked down at Long Motors with Gary Lamb, a superintendent who's still working with us, and mucked out footings.
Oh,
what
yeah?
I did for the summer. Yeah.
You got to start with the good stuff,
Yeah,
huh?
labor. That's right. Yeah. And then I went to, that was just, on breaks in schools and things. And,
Right. Now, what do you currently do for them?
So now I mostly meet people who need things built or renovated, and learn about what they need done and introduce them to our team.
So you kind of basically do what I do, right?
Yeah, kind of like business development is the word a lot of people use.
Yep. That's exactly.
But it's
right.
really specifically, I go, people want something built, and I go meet with them and learn about what they want done, and help them get it out of the ground or renovated or whatever they need.
So I know a little bit about Haren Companies because, of course, we're a sister company of you, right? But I want you to explain to the public kind of tell a little bit of history about Haren Companies and when did it start, because that's, to me, is very impressive.
In 1932, my family was in the banking business, and that obviously in the early 30s, if you're in the banking industry, the Great Depression happened, and there weren't very many jobs for my great-grandfather to get into the family banking business. So he started renovating probably isn't the right word, boarding up bank-owned properties, and got into the construction business, grew it, got called to serve in World War II, took on a business partner, Hal Laughlin, who was a business partner until the 60s, and that's where we got the name Haren Laughlin.
Right.
And that company is still around. My grandfather got involved as a second generation, and that was in the 60s and 70s, and my dad got involved in the 80s.
Okay.
And I'm fourth generation, and
so they've been around a long time.
And I'm happy to get into any more detail in any of those.
Whatever you want to share, man.
Periods.
It's up to you. But what's the different types of services that you guys provide?
We are a full service general contractor. So we can go build a building out of the ground, and that's what we've done for a long time. And we can renovate spaces as well. We do that for people too. We do insurance restoration, which you know a lot about with HL Restoration. We've also have a commercial concrete company, True Plain Concrete, that we started back in, really kind of started experimenting with that in late 2018, and really got that going last year, and now we've got True Plain Concrete, which they do commercial concrete work.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know the history, like you said. It used to be Haren Laughlin Construction. You rebranded here recently, am I correct, with the Haren Companies? That's launched now, right? But you have a lot of companies underneath that Haren Companies umbrella. You want to go into that a little bit?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, there's the commercial construction, which Haren Laughlin is still one of those firms. Haren Contracting is also a commercial construction company that we have.
And what do each one of those do?
So commercial construction.
Okay.
So that would be building a building out of the ground or renovating for Haren Laughlin Construction, Haren Contracting. HL Restoration, that's property damage restoration. And True Plain Concrete, they do the commercial concrete. So they're a sub. They'll also work for, folks who need concrete replaced in their facility or things like that. Anything
else that you do service-wise?
Yeah, sure.
Above that?
Well, kind of dialing into each one of those areas, I think for a lot of our folks, the thing that we really do for them is pre-construction. So they have an idea of what they want built, and we can help them figure out what that costs.
Okay.
And then really help them figure out how to maximize their budget and make smart choices with the dollars they have. And we're great at taking a napkin sketch to an actual building that you can walk into and
Right.
and live in or work in. And
That takes me to my next question, because it's always interesting to hear someone's opinion on how they separate themselves from others. So, in your industry, who is one of your biggest competitors, and how are you?
yeah, you sent
Different.
me this question, and I had to think about it because we could there's a lot of great general contractors in this town, and it's an awesome town to work in because the standard is so high. It's
Right.
probably like being a country music singer in Nashville or something. I mean, it's like any band you go play with is darn good.
Right,
So
right.
I'm proud to compete with, the contractors in this town. And,
Yeah.
we compete with a variety of different folks, just depending on what the job is.
So, you being in business development, how do you separate yourself from them to your clients? Like, if
You
one
know-
of your clients were watching this video right now, and hopefully they are,
Yeah,
and if they are, how would you separate yourself from them?
because they know us and what we're about.
Yeah.
And I think that's. I don't know enough about our competition other than that they're highly skilled at
Yeah.
what they do.
Highly skilled, but
I don't know is the answer. I have to
highly
tell you the
skilled, but
truth,
not
which-
skilled enough, right, to compete with you? Is that
No,
what you're
they
saying?
are. They are skilled, and,
I'm
and,
just
and
giving you a hard time.
they are skilled, and that's what makes it great. 'Cause
Right.
we have to be great too. We do so a couple things. We're great at the pre-construction, the budgeting.
Mm-hmm.
We will work with you instead of work at you, and we want to. We would so much rather have fewer clients, and have those be the best clients that we can really take care of than be huge.
Right.
I'd always rather be good than big.
Yeah.
So I would say, your project, whether that's your restaurant, or whether that's, we're building 200 units of senior living, you can get the same treatment from the president of the company to the project managers. I mean, we're not so big that you can't go into our office and meet everybody,
Right.
but we're very highly skilled.
Yeah.
So we can take on large projects.
Well, plus you got years of experience.
We do. We've got a lot of folks that have worked with us for a long time. I'm so fortunate to work with people who've been in the industry for 35 years, and a lot of those folks have worked with us for 12, 13, 22 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty common. So I think people stick with us. We're a relationship company. That's for the people who work with us and the people who hire us. We do, I guess, one other differentiator. We have a lot of carpenters and tradespeople, and so we can self-perform work, which is great. So we can come in and do small jobs. I always tell people there's no smallest job.
Right.
We can come in and send Haren guys to come in and install your door, or paint that wall, or
Right.
we can also build your building out of the ground, or
Sure.
renovate your historic building, or
Yeah.
so there's really we try and be a client for life. One more story from ancient history, which I try and add in if I
Go
get the
ahead.
opportunity to talk
No.
about it, and I think it counts today because this is something that I really love about what I do is just developing that relationship with people and continuing to serve them. So Hal Laughlin, who I mentioned was a business partner in the 50s and 60s, struck up a relationship with Avon Products. Like the Avon lady that would drive around and sell makeup
Pink
door to door.
Cadillacs
Yeah,
everywhere.
right.
Yeah.
So they were headquartered in Grandview. That's where the world headquarters were.
Okay.
And we built our world headquarters in Grandview in the 50s. It's an awesome mid-century building.
Oh, be darned.
And we did. I counted because we used to keep a record. It's like an old black box of note cards with all these jobs written down, and we did over 70 projects at Avon Products in 35 years. And it was everything from building their building to installing parking bollards when they expanded their parking lot. We built their IBM room when they had a room for their computer.
Yeah.
And then we eventually, when they moved on, or I don't know the history of Avon Products exactly, but whenever they didn't need that building anymore, we mothballed it and tore it down for them. And
Okay.
so we try and I tell that story because that's something that we try and live in every day with our clients. No matter what that is, we want to take care of you on this job and keep working with you. Life is too short not to take care of people.
Oh yeah, I agree with that 100%. And your coverage area, how far out do you guys go out of the Kansas City area?
So I would say we are a local company. I think 95% of our jobs are here in town. for some clients, Brookdale Senior Living is one of them that we will travel for, and we're just wrapped up a job up in Illinois, suburb of Chicago, and we've done work out in Virginia, Texas.
Yeah, so like
but
you're
that's
saying,
but that's just for people who like us, and
that's because
we're
of
not
the
gonna go
clients
chase
that you
work.
have built up those relationships with. You want to take care of them.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
There's not really a coverage area that you want.
And again, we are not so large of a company that we have a huge stable of superintendents that want to go out and travel. We might have one or two guys who would be okay getting out and being away from their family for that long, and so we don't travel too much.
Right.
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well, what are you going to dress up for Halloween? Halloween's right around the corner.
Yeah, I
You
was
got a
thinking about
costume
that.
picked up?
I was talking about that with my son this morning.
Now, your son's 5 years old, right?
He's 5. Yeah, he wants to be a ninja. He's been watching Ninjago.
Nice.
So I might do some. I told him I wanted to be a turtle, just like an animal.
Now, is he in the turtle ninja
He's
turtle
in Ninja
things?
Turtles.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Just a regular.
What's his favorite one?
Oh, I don't know the names. I don't know.
Come on,
I don't know
Dad.
that he does it. I was in Ninja Turtles too, but I don't know.
You don't remember?
I'd be guessing. Donatello. I know that's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Maybe that's one of his
I don't know him
favorites.
either, so I'm not going to hold that against you. So, what is the worst purchase you've ever made?
Oh man, I'm sure I've made lots of them. Recently,
Yeah.
maybe my car.
Really?
I bought a nice car, and I regret that. I would say unless you have like just tons of money,
Yeah.
don't buy a nice car.
Right.
That's the dumbest purchase I've made. I bought a nice.
Okay. What kind of car
It's
is
not
it?
even too nice. I mean,
Is it because of the brand? Or is it
no,
just
no,
because
no.
it's
It's
just...
a Ford. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a Ford Explorer, but it's like I just didn't need that.
Yeah. After you got it, you're like,
Yeah, I'm like,
why did I do
did
that?
I do that?
Yeah, I get it.
It's a lesson I learned, and
Yeah.
learn that in your 30s. You don't need that stuff.
Going back to childhood, what is your most embarrassing childhood moment?
Oh my gosh.
And you got to be able to, you have to tell me, because if you don't, I'm going to go and ask Wells.
He would probably be able to give you a few. Yeah. Okay, so I tried out for the talent show.
Okay. In high school?
This
or
is even embarrassing to remember.
Is this high school or grade school?
This is grade school.
Grade school.
And I sung Tim McGraw,
Nice
Please
pick.
Don't Take the Girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it into the talent show. Probably because I'm a terrible singer. And
Well, it's a good thing
I had totally forgotten about that until I was trying to dig out embarrassing moments from childhood. But I felt pretty embarrassed after that. But,
Yeah.
But,
Tim McGraw, that's a good pick, by the way.
yeah, it's still a good song.
Oh, yeah. So, give me your best accent.
My best accent. Oh my gosh, you're hearing it. Just like Midwestern rock climber dude. This is it.
Yeah. You know what's funny, and I got to be honest with you, if people know your dad, Wells, you two sound exactly alike.
I get that a lot.
I could not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
This
be able
is
to tell
my
you
Wells
guys.
Haren accent.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wells Haren accent.
Yeah.
There you go. So, what is your favorite restaurant here in Kansas City?
Ragazza Food and Wine.
Well, you didn't hesitate at all on
I
it.
love Laura Norris, and we helped her build her restaurant out at 43rd and Main, and awesome Italian food. Best
Tried it.
lasagna.
Never been there.
Do it.
All right.
You can get a pan of lasagna. Take it to a client, man.
Oh yeah.
Somebody watching this had better get Ragazza from one of us after this.
One of you clients out there, if
Yeah.
you like that, you let us know, and I'll bring you
we'll
some.
bring you Ragazza. That's for
right.
sure.
That's
yeah.
right. Well, Chuck, thanks for coming into the studio, man.
Thanks, Steve.
Anything else you want to add?
I feel fortunate to be here, and I'm thankful to work for my family business, and just appreciate everything that people have done for us.
Well, folks, get a hold of Chuck if you need anything. Haren Companies is the name of the company. It's on the screen now, all his contact information, so feel free to reach out to him. Otherwise, we'll see you. Don't forget to hit like, share, follow us, and comment if you want to. But until next time, we'll talk to you soon.